Hi, guys. My name is Vanessa,
And my name is Elizabeth.
and this is week 14, day 5 of the Bible in a Year live podcast.
Today we will be reading Ruth chapters 1 to 4 from the Complete Jewish Bible.
Don't forget to join the live discussion this and every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. The Zoom details will be listed in the description below. Let's begin today's reading. Ruth 1. Back in the days when the judges were judging, at a time when there was a famine in the land, a certain man from Bethlehem went to live in the territory of Moab. He, his wife, and his two sons. The man's name was Elimelech. His wife's name was Naomi, and his two boys were named Machlon and Chilon. They were Ephraim from Bethlehem in Judah. They arrived in the plain of Moab and settled there. Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, and she was left. She and her two sons. They took wives for themselves from the woman of Moab. The name of the one was Ophrah, and the name of the other was Ruth. They lived there for about 10 years. Then Machlon and Chilon died, both of them, and the woman was left with neither her two sons nor her husband. So she prepared to return with her daughters in law from the plain of Moab. For in the plain of Moab she had heard how Adonai had paid attention to his people by giving them food. She left the place where she was with her two daughters in law and took the road leading back to Judah. Naomi said to her two daughters in law, "Each of you go back to your mother's house. May Adonai show grace to you, as you did to those who died and to me. May Adonai grant you security in the home of a new husband." Then she kissed them, but they began weeping aloud. They said to her, "No, we want to return with you to your people." Naomi said, "Go back, my daughters. Why do you want to go with me? Do I still have sons in my womb who could become your husbands? Go back, my daughters. Go your way, for I am too old to have a husband. Even if I were to say, I still have hope, even if I had a husband tonight and bore sons, would you wait for them until they grew up? Would you refuse to marry just for them? No, my daughters. On your behalf, I feel very bitter that the hand of Adonai has gone out against me." Again they wept aloud. Then Ophrah kissed her mother in law goodbye, but Ruth stuck with her. She said, "Look, your sister in law has gone back to her people and to her God. Go back after your sister in law." But Ruth said, "Don't press me to leave you and stop following you. For wherever you go, I will go, and wherever you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May Adonai bring terrible curses on me, and worse ones as well, if anything but death separates you and me." When Naomi saw that she was determined to go with her, she said no more to her. So the two of them went until they came to Bethlehem. When they arrived at Bethlehem, the whole city was stirred with excitement over them. The woman asked, "Can this be Naomi?" "Don't call me Naomi," she answered them. "Call me Mara, because Shaddai has made my life very bitter. I went out full, and Adonai has brought me back empty. Why call me Naomi? Adonai has testified against me. Shaddai has afflicted me." This is how Naomi returned, with Ruth, the woman from Moab, her daughter in law, accompanying her from the plain of Moab. They arrived in Bethlehem at the beginning of the barley harvest. Ruth 2. Naomi had a relative on her husband's side, a prominent and wealthy member of Elimelech's clan, whose name was Boaz. Ruth, the woman from Moab, said to Naomi, Let me go into the field and glean ears of grain behind anyone who will allow me to. She answered her, Go, my daughter. So she set out and arrived at the field and gleaned behind the reapers. She happened to be in the part of the field that belonged to Boaz from Elimelech's clan. When Boaz arrived from Bethlehem, he said to the reapers, Adonai be with you. And they answered him, Adonai bless you. Then Boaz asked his servant supervising the reapers, Whose girl is this? The servant supervising the reapers answered, She's a girl from Moab, who returned with Naomi from the plain of Moab. She said, Please let me glean and gather what falls from the sheaves behind the reapers. So she went and has kept at it from morning until now, except for a little rest in the shelter. Boaz said to Ruth, Did you hear that, my daughter? Don't go to glean in another field. Don't leave this place, but stick here with my working girls. Keep your eyes on whichever field the reapers are working in, and follow the girls. I've ordered the young men not to bother you. Whenever you get thirsty, go and drink from the water jars the young men have filled. She fell on her face, prostrating herself, and said to him, Why are you showing me such favor? Why are you paying attention to me? After all, I'm only a foreigner. Boaz answered her, I've heard the whole story, everything you've done for your mother in law since your husband died, including you left your father and mother and the land you were born in to come to a people whom you knew nothing beforehand. May Adonai reward you for what you've done. May you be rewarded in full by Adonai, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come for refuge. She said, My Lord, I hope I continue pleasing you. You have comforted and encouraged me, even though I am not one of your servants. When mealtime came, Boaz said to her, Come here, have something to eat, and dip your piece of bread in the olive oil and vinegar. She sat by the reapers. They passed her some roasted grain. She ate till she was full, and she had some left over. When she got up to glean, Boaz ordered his young men, Let her glean, even among the sheaves themselves, without making her feel ashamed. In fact, pull some ears of grain out from the sheaves on purpose. Lead them for her to glean, and don't rebuke her. So she gleaned in the field until evening. When she beat out what she had gathered, it came to about a bushel of barley. She picked it up and went back to the city. Her mother in law saw what she had gleaned, and Ruth brought out and gave her what she had left over after eating her fill. Her mother in law asked her, Where did you glean today? Where were you working? Blessed be the one who took such good care of you. She told her mother in law with whom she had been working. She said, The name of the man with whom I was working today is Boaz. Naomi said to her daughter in law, May he be blessed by Adonai, who has never stopped showing grace, neither to the living nor to the dead. Naomi also told her, The man is closely related to us. He is one of our redeeming kinsmen. Ruth the woman from Moab said, Moreover, he even said to me, Stay close to my young men until they finish my harvest. Naomi said to Ruth, her daughter in law, It's good, my daughter, for you to keep going out with these girls, so that you won't encounter hostility in some other field. So she stayed close to Boaz's girls to glean until the end of the barley and wheat harvest, and she lived with her mother in law.
Ruth chapter 3. Naomi, her mother in law, said to her, My daughter, I should be seeking security for you, so that things will go well with you. Now there's Boaz, our relative. You were with his girls. He's going to be winnowing barley tonight at the threshing floor. So bathe, anoint yourself, put on your good clothes, and go down to the threshing floor. But don't reveal your presence to the man until he's finished eating and drinking. Then, when he lies down, take note of where he's lying. Later, go in, uncover his feet, and lie down. He will tell you what to do. She responded, I will do everything you tell me. She went down to the threshing floor and did everything as her mother in law had instructed her. After Boaz was through eating and drinking and was feeling good, he went to lie down at the end of the pile of grain. She stole in, uncovered his feet, and lay down. In the middle of the night, the man was startled and turned over, and there was a woman lying at his feet. He asked, Who are you? And she answered, I'm your handmaid, Ruth. Spread your robe over your handmaid, because you are a redeeming kinsman. He said, May Adonai bless you, my daughter. Your latest kindness is even greater than your first, in that you didn't go after the young men, neither the rich ones nor the poor. And now, my daughter, don't be afraid. I will do for you everything you say. For all the city leaders among my people know that you are a woman of good character. Now it is true that I am a redeeming kinsman, but there is a redeemer who is a closer relative than I am. Stay tonight. If in the morning he will redeem you, fine. Let him redeem you. But if he doesn't want to redeem you, then as Adonai lives, I will redeem you. Now lie down until morning. She lay at his feet until morning. Then, before it was light enough that people could recognize each other, she got up because he said, No one should know that the woman came to the threshing floor. He said, Bring the shawl you were wearing and take hold of it. She held it while he put 6 mixtures of barley into it. Then he went into the city. When she came to her mother in law, she asked, Who are you? My daughter? She told her everything the man had done for her. Then she added, He gave me these 6 measures of barley because he said to me, You shouldn't return to your mother in law with nothing. Naomi said, My daughter, just stay where you are until you learn how the matter comes out. For the man won't rest unless he resolves the matter today. Meanwhile, Boaz had gone up to the gate and had sat down there when the Redeemer of whom Boaz had spoken passed by. Such and such, he said, come over and sit down. So he came over and sat down. He took 10 of the city leaders and said, Sit down here. And they sat down. Then he said to the redeeming kinsman, The parcel of land which used to belong to our relative Abimelech is being offered for sale by Naomi, who has returned from the plain of Moab. I thought I should tell you about it and say, Buy it in the presence of the people sitting there and in the presence of the leaders of my people. If you want to redeem it, redeem it. But if it is not to be redeemed, then tell me, so that I can know how there is no one else in line to redeem it, and I'm after you. He said, I want to redeem it. Then Boaz said, The same day you buy the field from Naomi, you must also buy Ruth, the woman of Moab, the wife of the deceased son, in order to raise up in the name of the deceased an heir for his property. The Redeemer said, Then I can't redeem it from myself, because I might put my own inheritance at risk. You take my right of redemption on yourself, because I can't redeem it. In the past, this is what was done in Israel to validate all transactions involving redemption and exchange. A man took off his shoe and gave it to another party, This was the form of attestation in Israel. So the Redeemer said to Boaz, "Buy it for yourself," and took off his shoe. Boaz addressed the leaders and all the people. "You are witnesses today that I am purchasing from Naomi all that belonged to Abimelech and all that belonged to Kilion and Machlon. Also, I am acquiring as my wife Ruth, the woman from Moab, the wife of Machlon, in order to raise up in the name of the deceased an heir for his property, so that the name of the deceased will not be cut off from his kinsmen and from the gate of his place. You are witnesses today, all the people at the gate." And the leader said, "We are witnesses. May Adonai make the woman who has come into your house like Rachel and like Leah, who between them built the houses of Israel. Do worthy deeds in Ephrat, become renowned in Bethlehem. May your house, because of the seed Adonai will give you from this young woman, be like the house of Perez, whom Tamar bore Judah." So Boaz took Ruth, and she became his wife. He had sexual relations with her. Adonai enabled her to conceive, and she gave birth to a son. Then the woman said to Naomi, "Blessed be Adonai, who today has provided you a redeemer. May his name be renowned in Israel. May he restore your life and provide for you old age. For your daughter-in-law, who loves you and is better to you than 7 sons, has given birth to him." Naomi took the child, laid it on her breast, and became its nurse. The women who were her neighbors gave it a name. They said, "A son has been born to Naomi," and called it Obed. He was the father of Yishai, the father of David. Here is the genealogy of Perez. Perez was the father of Hezron. Hezron was the father of Ram. Ram was the father of Amminadab. Amminadab was the father of Nashron. Nashron was the father of Salmon. Simon was the father of Boaz. Boaz was the father of Obed. Obed was the father of Yishai, and Yishai the father of David.